What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're bringing back a little series called reacting to your guys' flips. These videos were always like a good way for me to watch what you guys are doing and give you some useful tips. So for the people watching this, keep watching. You might get some useful tips if it's something you're working on. Okay, we got Spider-Man. Right, let's see what's going on here. That looks painful. That looks really painful. First of all, your main problem, I feel like your scoot full is not that high. You actually twist pretty well, but you're not getting the right amount of flip. Let me just say this much as well. My girlfriend painted my nails for a laugh. That's why they're painted. This hand is not. Maybe try it just straight up on flat grass. It looks like that little setup that you're trying it on is probably kind of difficult to time your scoot to do it well. You might have better technique if you do it somewhere a bit more simple. And yeah, just work on your scoot full a little bit. Also dub setup, like if you can do double full from round off and stuff, I would definitely do a few more of those. Little side flip knee grab, single leg grab. I like that. That is cool. I wish I was better at side flip. Side flip for me, the hardest flip. Don't know why. Yo, that's good. And he is excited, and he should be. That was a good double full. The technique that you do is actually really swingable, so congrats for having a cart dub that you can actually do a lot of stuff with. I DM'd you a while back. I honestly kind of gave up on flips since then because I always get injured. Maybe if you're watching this, young believer, this might get you back into flips. That's pretty good. Biggest problem there, and pretty much your only problem, when you're going into that Webster front flip sort of thing, you're leaning forwards. If you want to get height on a front flip, you got to kind of block it. You want to kind of be behind yourself so you can block into the ground and get a bit of height. If you're doing a Webster, you want to get your leg that's going out in front of you quite far out in front of you, so it kind of works as like a pole vault thing, and it converts some of your horizontal momentum into going up the way. That's literally your only problem. Because if you go into a front flip and you're diving forward, you're going to travel forwards. You're going to just go forwards. You're not going to go up. You got to kind of not lean forwards too much. You'll get a bit more height. And then you would do a pretty good Webster. Still land it though. Don't quit flips. If you're watching this, I want you to send me another video of you doing it better. B-twist was from before quarantine and I can no longer do them. Front flip was about a week ago. Any tips on either? Pretty good technique on that B-twist, but you can see right here, when you're dipping your head down, you actually want to get your head, this is hard to explain whilst I'm sat here, when you're dipping your head down for the B-twist, right now you're getting your head to about here and you're twisting like this. You want to get your head all the way around to the side before you B-twist. That'll make it a lot more horizontal and that'll keep your momentum on the right line. So when you take off, you should be looking at that green wall, but you're kind of looking at the white wall when you take off. Good though. Hey Kyle, these next two clips are for your reacting video. I'd love some tips for these if possible. Let's give it a go. If this is off-putting, I'm sorry. Damn, that's sick. I don't know. Any tips for me to pull off the triple? I can't seem to get the rotation. Round off tips maybe. Okay. Let's look at that specifically. It's quite good. There almost looks like a weird slight pause after the round off before the trip. That could be losing you some like flipping momentum. Our technique's a little bit different, but if I was you, I would do a really high round off 2.5 and get used to flipping that really well, and then try a round off trip. You'll have a little bit more awareness to play with it. So I would do that. It's pretty much there though, you just gotta figure it out. Tips to swing through a court. Let's check it. The problem is definitely you don't have much momentum taking you back the way. I think right now when you kick up into that cork, you kick up, but it's your upper body that does most of the work to kind of flip you. You can actually see how much your arm like has to go up to like carry you around. I think I'm trying to do corks in a row as well, You're not trying to do a high cork swing, high cork swing, high cork. You want to do them the perfect height, which depending on your power, it can be quite low. You want the momentum to carry through it. So let your leg kind of take you back slightly, let it come up a bit more, and let your leg flip you rather than lifting the leg and then flipping yourself with your upper half. Should give you a little bit more momentum going backwards, which will definitely make it easier to do another cork. Right now your cork is maybe, you're doing too much in your chest, I think, and your leg's not doing enough. Get that momentum, then cork swings are easy. If you get the momentum thing right, then doing cork swings is easy. You can go from doing 2 corks to doing 10 corks pretty quickly. Just depends on how strong you are, but it's all technique. Yo, that's actually sick. And I've been to that gym. I'm pretty sure that is in Canada. I wish I could do that. I'm jealous. Do you have tips on straightening backflips? Kind of. This problem you seem to have here is something I've not really seen much before. It could stem from like a fear thing. If you like were scared to go over your head, you maybe learn to do it like a slightly weird technique where you kind of look to the side a little bit. I would say if you're trying to make your backflip, not do that kind of slanty thing. Pick a spot in front of you, let your hips come up in front of you, and don't try to turn your shoulders or your hips. Keep your eyes on this spot and make sure your body just stays parallel. And when you tuck, try not to look to one side because you don't really need to. Maybe if you do it on a line and you just try to look down that line, could help. Land them, but I don't want to cheat it more. I don't understand how to go more over the side. That's pretty good. What are you trying to do with it? And land them, but you want to cheat it more. This is kind of interesting because the way that you do it is technically a really good way to do it, but it does help to be able to do moves kind of badly, because there's a lot of applications for doing a full where you don't want to be that inverted. Think about like when you're doing a standing full and you're going right over your head, it's because you're lifting up and you're twisting around your sort of shoulders. If you want to cheat it over the side, then all you've got to really do is like pull your shoulders to the side and almost do it like a B twist. Think like if you do cart B twist, that's the right idea. Some people can't do standing full with good technique though, so not bad. 540 is one of the few kicks that I can do quite well. Not that good, but decent. I just suck at kicks. Yeah, you've got the right idea with all of it. One little thing that might help you though, in 540, you don't want to be stuck in this position and have your leg just kick over you. You kind of want to turn with the kick a little bit towards the end of it. So as you're kicking here, start to turn yourself over and it'll make it a bit easier to like combo and do things out of it. But that's a good 540. You've got really good lift like with your upper body and your leg. Pretty cool. All right, we got foot 24 with the first full. Yeah, that is good. Your boy Nova says, do you have any tips for cart full? Mine just doesn't look right to me. No, that's fine. There's like no problem with that at all, really. It looks like when you do come out of your cartwheel, you start to tuck your head in quite early. What you could do is come out your cartwheel, stand up, lift your chest up, then flip over into it. You would get a bit more height with it, but the way that you do it is good. I want to pop out of it, any tips? First little problem I can see with it is your left foot like comes around quite far to the point where like when you go into your full, you've actually like over rotated too much going into it. You should try and make sure that your left foot lands a little bit behind where it is currently. When you're doing pop fulls in a row, you just want every single one to feel like a scoop. So you're doing full, 1, 2, full, 1, 2, full, chest down, chest up, chest down. I feel like momentum is actually probably like the biggest problem people struggle with. When they can't do something and they're not sure why they can't do it, momentum. I honestly got so many of these, so if you guys want to be in the next video, make sure to follow me on Instagram and just send me a DM, and I'll just go through them at random and make more of these videos if they're actually useful for you guys, because that is something I've missed. I haven't been talking with you guys. I haven't even been making tutorials or anything, and I hope you're all out there still training when you can. I've been grass tricking a lot recently, and hopefully putting together a little sampler, but we'll see if I ever actually do anything good enough to release it. Alright, we have Melissa. Maybe this might help when you do your touchdown raise. Try like really push into it, because when you go into your gainer, you want to kind of be able to like take it back. If you take it back, that's going to help you flip a little bit more, get you onto your feet a little easier, but at the sacrifice of some height. So you got to kind of balance with that, like distance and height. Distance will give you a little bit more flipping momentum. Height will actually make it harder to flip, but will look better if you've got the strength to kind of take it up and round. Alright, funny fail. We haven't had any fails yet. This has been purely an educational video. Oh god! Ah, right. That reminds me of when I landed on my head pretty recently doing that pan flip, which my back still kind of hurts from. I know the feeling, it ain't fun. This is kind of interesting because I've been tricking for about 12 years now, and many times I've lost motivation and wondered, why do I even bother? I've always come back to it because why did I start doing flips in the first place? Because it was fun. Most people, when they get into flips, they just want to know what it's like to be able to do a backflip. And then you learn to backflip and you want to do more with it. But you probably just wanted to learn to backflip because you thought it was cool and it was fun to be able to do it. You gotta remember that when your progression isn't going that well, remember why you started. Remember how good it feels to be able to do the flips that you can do. Tricking progression is never like this. It might seem like it is for some people, but it's like this. It goes up and down. So if you love it, you'll probably come back to it. Just remember, flips are fun. It feels good to be in the air. So keep doing it. For the last clip, we got Sam Kojo. I think it's beautiful. That's a lovely game, Samuel. Yeah, it is actually pretty cool though. Right, that's all we've got for today's video. If you guys liked the reaction to your guys' flips, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do another one of these. And maybe follow me on Instagram and send me a DM if you want to be in the next one, if I make a next one, if you guys want. Alright, hope you're all staying safe. Love you guys. Keep training, and I will see you soon. Subscribe as well if you're not already. Might be cool. Alright, peace.